intro, but I can't even hear the intro now.
Y'all know.
I don't know. I don't understand the intro. But let's try it one more time. One more again. Let's see.
Powered by Riverside.
All right. What's going on?
We back with another banger.
What's up, twin? What's up? We in this thing. So we on episode 8, and we've finally made it to episode 8. We've covered some massive topics, man.
Great.
I mean, I feel as though the thing about this podcast that separates us from the rest is, of course, not only the intelligence of the conversation,
The
originality. You see a lot of times that people are doing podcasts, but when they do a podcast, they're covering the same topics that everybody else's topic is covering. Hip hop shit,
social media,
like
people getting other people pregnant,
Mhm.
rappers fucking this baby mama, all kind of just gossip stuff.
basically, yeah, like high school gossip shit. And listen, this there's no shot at anybody who's doing it. We appreciate it, we like it, we listen to it. But I think that what separates us is that we're actually able to provide, something that gives us substance, something that gives you something that you can take away. And we get so much of feedback back from people saying, hey, look, I learned a lot about that topic. I didn't know that was something that was going on. I didn't recognize that. I didn't know this was something that was out there going on. Stuff that has affected people's lives where they feel like, they learned something from listening and watching us do this podcast. So I just want to say to everybody who does listen, who does watch, I mean, shout out to the IG. I see y'all on this motherfucker popping.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
We really appreciate y'all. We really appreciate y'all. We want to give y'all a clap. We want to give y'all something. You know what I'm saying?
And also check out our YouTube. Check out the YouTube. I've been seeing y'all showing us great love. So check out our YouTube. It is Hookah Vape Talks with the Twins 23. Go blow up them, share, likes, follows, comments. We open to suggestions. So
most definitely. And listen, people, share, repost, comment, man. We can't stress enough that that's how you show the support. I do love the fact that you get on and watch. I do love the fact that you get on and shoot me these DMs and tell me about different things that we could add or different things that you took away from it and et cetera, et cetera. But the way to get this to touch everybody, which is what we want to do, is to like, comment, share, and repost. Go on to YouTube and just subscribe, man. Shoot it to your page every once in a while. And with that, I think that'll be a great fucking way to go into the topic.
Yeah.
I think that'll be a great
I was
way.
ready for this topic.
So, Twin, tell them what the topic is today. What is the topic that we're discussing today?
Our big topic and hot discussion that's been going on since I've been overseas going on 6 years now. Mm-hmm. So the hot topic is there a secret competition going on between Black Americans in the Middle East? Is there?
I wore this today. If a lot of y'all that do watch the show always compliment me on the shirts that I rock and shit, because every time we do something or when we do a show, I always wear some shit that's like basically referencing what we're talking about. If you're really paying attention, you're going to see like the shit I got on is some type of subliminal message. So today I put on the Black Panther I put on one of the Black Panthers that's out in Seattle, that was out in Seattle. And I wore that because the topic that we're talking about is about Black Americans showing support. And if there is a secret type of competition going on between them, and we're dealing with the Middle East.
Yes.
And before you go, oh man, that shit happened all over the motherfucking place. That shit happened in the States too. We know, but we live in the Middle East.
And there's a small percentage of us Black Americans and just Americans
Yes.
in general that are living over here in these other countries where,
Yes.
you know, me personally, I feel like it's such a small percentage of us. Why we can't come together and support? Why we can't unite
Yes.
with each other?
Yes. And you know, Twin, the thing about it is even this. The thing about it is not only is it a thing of why it's in the Middle East and not in the States. It is in the States. We get that. We know that. But like you said, and like you alluded to, being in the Middle East, for the people out there that are on IG, that are on Facebook, that's watching and don't really know about what we're talking about as far as how the structure is in the Middle East. I'm gonna give you a quick breakdown. In the Middle East, you have mostly everybody's coming from these different origins to support a cause in the Middle East to be able to then support their family, et cetera, whatever the case, make more money, tax-free money, lifestyle, whatever the case may be, they're normally coming to the Middle East to support some type of mission. And there's different categories, different nationalities that make up the basic general population of the Middle East, other than the locals. So we're not talking about the locals at all in this. Never do, never will, because this is their country and they have the right to do whatever they want to do. This is their country.
We just live here.
We're talking about the nationalities that surround them. So in that case, we're talking about your African population that's here, and I'm not going to go into the different groups of the Africans because I'm just putting everybody in one big category. Africans, Filipinos, Egyptians, Lebanon, Moroccan,
Everyone.
who else am I missing?
Everyone that's not from the Middle East.
Your Asian population. And I'm giving y'all direct ones because the reason why I'm saying these things direct is because I'm a factual type of guy. I like to go back and hit it. I don't talk off the emotions all the time. I like to kind of go back and reference what really is happening by the numbers. So you got your Black Americans that are usually here supporting a mission via contracting or via military, right? So the base that you have that's supporting here is not in the city. So that gives you a picture of what's going on. Big picture, everybody's out, but there's one big parking lot. In this parking lot, you have all these different nationalities that's in the same circle. Okay, Africans, Filipinos, other Asians, other Arabic, such as Moroccan, if they want to identify by that, even though they're African too.
Tunisian.
Tunisian, if they want to identify as Arabic or if they want to identify as African, either or. That pot is out there. The Black Americans are either in the military or either contractors, and they're way out of the parking lot. So here's the parking lot, then they have to come to the parking lot. So that's to give you a kind of a picture on why we're saying that we're focusing on the Black Americans in the Middle East, because there's no way, if you're outside the parking lot, that means you're right there together. That means there's no way that you shouldn't be able to support each other when you're right there with each other, opposed to in the States, everybody's on another time of music. Everybody's all over the damn place. So you can't expect somebody in California to support somebody in Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like here.
We're
We're right
own
here.
support there. So
You're gonna get their own support from their own community or where they live in at. So what's one you wanna hop into? How do you want to start it? What do you want to start on?
I mean, I'm gonna let you start with your facts,
Okay.
let you finish it up with your facts, and then I'm gonna start, with my opinion and what I've witnessed and experienced being in the Middle East.
Okay. That sounds good. Well, in that case, I want to start with why this is an important thing. Now, with us having Black Americans, a lot of Black Americans well, first let me answer the question. Yes, there's competition going on between Black Americans and the Middle East. And you would ask, a lot of people are very oblivious to what's going on around them in general, unless it is something that has to do with them per se. Black person gets killed by the police, right? Nobody really gives a shit too much unless it is their kid to get killed. Now they up and they on the news. Now they up all around. Malcolm X said it a long time ago. When black people start to think as each other as one, I put up two fingers. Blame it on the Haiti. Blame it on the Haiti. Blame it on the Haiti.
Yes, the end all.
When black Americans, when black people in general, but I'm dealing with black Americans. I'm not dealing with the other, with Africans or with anybody else
Other nationalities.
that are other nationalities. Black Americans coming from the States. Okay, this is directed at you. When black Americans start to think as one, that is when they will be consolidated. That is when they're going to be at their full strength. Because what happens is we as black people, we tend to, something happened to him, we'll give a fuck. It happened to him. But that's not how other nationalities work. Most of the time, all nationalities, they're all for one. If you fuck over one person, guess what? They all on your ass. If you mess around and support, if you're supporting one, if one of theirs make it, everybody's supporting that one. We saw that shit when we went to Thailand.
Oh, yeah.
When we went to Thailand, we went to Rolling Loud. In Rolling Loud, there was a lot of Thai artists, and they were fucking good, by the way. And shout out to Rolling Loud in
That
Thailand.
shit was
Had a blast. Thank you for the hospitality. I felt welcomed. I felt embraced, and I just felt good as far as the whole way they had that whole thing orchestrated. But when you went out there, you saw all of the people that were Thai. It didn't matter who this damn artist was. It didn't matter if he was a bum. It didn't matter if his shit was trash. It didn't matter if it was early in the day, meaning it was super hot, which all of them were mostly in the daytime, where it was super fucking hot. And y'all all know everybody don't like the heat.
hot,
Standing in the heat,
humid.
drinking and all that, smoking, all of that shit. So the fact, I was just, how do you want to say it? I was just,
I was amazed.
I was jelly. I was a little jelly,
but amazed.
but amazed.
They
man.
all came together to support.
Yeah.
Like it was literally maybe between 10 and 15% Americans. That's including white, black, whatever you want to call it, that's outside of the Thai, the Asian, that nationality. They all were there rooting on their artists. Like,
And I'm talking rooting. Like, yo, they were up there not standing, looking
they
at,
were dancing,
they was dancing.
they was rooting, all that support.
They supported their people, man. Was there any other nationalities that performed? I know,
It was people from Japan.
yeah, I think it was just mostly
but it was
Asians,
all-
Asians and then the
that
American
we had
artists.
our own little few here and there.
So you even had
And they were supporting the American artists going hard.
support American
Going
artists.
hard.
I'll even drop a jewel on you. Some American artists that performed, the Americans that came down there to see the show, they didn't even support them. They didn't even come out to see them, and they paid for the damn ticket. But these guys was there rooting they people on. I'm talking about rooting them on. So not to get too much in there, but just to paint the picture so y'all can see what we're talking about. You know, the support factor. So when I saw that in Thailand, it kind of really made me think like, damn, man, look how far back we are as a people. And especially over here in the Middle East, where we are the minority. We're definitely the minority in the Middle East due to the fact that there, like I just told you, there's only contractors and military personnel. The military personnel rotates out. So you're not going to ever have the same military personnel all the time anyway. You might have a block of military personnel that's not even Black American. They might be some other nationalities as well.
Hawaiian, white,
For me, we're
wherever.
contractors. You got you got your selected few of your contractors, and a lot of them don't even come out. But to caveat back on that, the issue that I saw and the issue that I have, and why I say there's a competition, is because if you noticed, those people didn't care about who had the spotlight. They thought as one. This person up there on the stage has made it to Rolling Loud. That means Thai people are on the map. They got a Thai artist up there doing their thing, and they gonna support that Thai artist because he or she is representing them as a people.
That's their nationality. That's where they came from.
Yes. Whereas the problem with us good old Black folks, is we we have to compete with each other because we want to be that person that is the trendsetter. We want to be that person that is the spotlight. Okay. So for instance, DJing. I only talk about DJing a lot in these episodes because hello, I'm a DJ. So I've had firsthand experience on that. And I feel as though a lot of Black Americans don't even think about these type of things because they're not a need for anything. So your average Black American that's over in the Middle East is going to work and going about their business. They don't need support from a Black person. For what? What do they need support for? They going to work and then they go home. So they don't need the support. So a lot of times they don't even know how deep this is. And the reason why I know is because as long as I can remember, I've always been involved in doing something. So therefore, it's been a harsh reality to me more than it has been to most people because I'm always I got a business that I'm promoting. I got DJing that I'm promoting. I was a rap artist at one point. I was promoting that. I'm always doing something where I was promoting something. So it opened my eyes to see, oh, damn, I got fans that's from fucking Thailand. I went viral in Thailand. I went viral.
Let's get a clap.
Let's go ahead and bring that. I need a damn clap.
The flag that you brought with the red boots. So
I went viral.
Give it to him.
But here's the thing.
Wait. Who did you go viral on? It wasn't a Black American person. It wasn't even an American person.
All these Americans that was out there and saw the boots, you know they saw the boots. And they didn't repost it. They did probably like, look at this motherfucker. He got on red, but that shit look ugly. Everybody was hating. Whereas the Thai artist, he went ahead and reposted my shit on his page, shouting me out. And it went viral. A lot of times I post a lot of shit on my Instagram and everybody look at it and won't even like it. They just look at the shit and don't even like it. How do you watch somebody's shit and don't like it? That's a whole nother hate.
Throughout the whole video or whatever.
That's a whole nother version of hate. Like I can't, if I would take the time to watch your shit, I'm gonna click it and like it. I'm watching it. You're interesting to me for whatever point. So of course I'm gonna like it. But motherfuckers is gonna watch your shit from front to back every single day, but not put one single like.
And
guys,
following you.
Guys, this is support, man. Liking somebody's picture is supporting them. It's saying, hey, look, hey, boom, I saw that shit. I like it. Keep going. Keep doing your thing. To deliberately not like somebody's shit means you just hate into the ultimate degree. You saw it and you ain't even want to like the shit. You mad.
And before we even continue, no, we are not taking this social media or whatever to the head, our head or anything like that. My thing is what my twin is saying. If you're following me, what are you following me for? If you're not liking or commenting or showing any type of support, what are you following me for?
Right.
What are you viewing my stuff for? If you don't like it, unfollow me. Don't watch my stuff. Don't be one of them 100 and something views. Mm-hmm. Don't be one of them people in them views and you don't like it. Like, or you don't like me. So.
Exactly. So back to the supporting issue. So I feel like here in the Middle East, the contractors are jelly, number one, because, okay, well, let's first go back a little bit into history. Black people in general, Black Americans have always had what? One leader to go to. They never been like able to like start movements all around, multiple movements. It's been like, and that's why we've been targeted and killed because there's one person. So it's easy for the FBI, it's easy for the CIA, it's easy for whoever at that time is targeting the person to take them out. Because hello, it's one guy, Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, let's go slave days, Harriet Tubman. You know, you can go any bracket of the eras. Black Panthers. Who's the Black Panther? Huey P. Newton, Bobby Seale. So you had these names. Who did they target in Chicago? My man that got killed, Fred Hampton. You know, these are names. So there's always in the Black community, we are like sheep. You know, we're going after whoever is the leader. And then once that leader gets executed, we like, God damn, what do we do now? You know, we're lost. What do we do now? Well, what happened was that's how it used to be. Now, fast forward. Now you ain't got nobody really starting no real type of movements other than gang members and celebrities and rappers and shit like that. You don't have, and those are not movements, by the way. I would say the only movement that's really substantial now is gangs. Gangs are movements because why? They're all following one cause and whatever their purpose is for that organization. Okay, so that would be the only thing that I would say happened after the Panthers and all of that shit would be gangs, right? So other than that, and even in gangs, there are leaders for every single gang. So those gangs were targeted for the leaders, free Jeff Fort, baby, all well, But anyways, that's the issue that I saw from that. So now you fast forward up to now. That's your history portion of it. Now, Black people want to be the one. Everybody want to be the one. They want to be the Malcolm X. They want to be the Martin Luther King. So if they're not, and another person is the Martin Luther King, the Malcolm X, now they like, why is it him?
Why him?
Why not me? Why is it him? Even if they're not even in the same bracket, let's say we're talking DJing, even if they're not even DJing, they still like, why him? Why he get to be up there DJing and not me, even though they're not even damn DJing? It's just that thought pattern in the head is that they want to be the front face, is what I feel. What do you feel is the reason why they want to be the front face?
Because I feel like the attention that comes with being the front face, the publicity,
the clout,
basically the clout, like all the attention that drags to that person that's in the spotlight, and you're just looking like, damn, I wish that was me. Like, why it can be me? Instead of just thinking like, well, how can I get there?
Yeah.
What can I learn from this person so I can be in their shoes one day? No, it's none of that. It's, damn, I ain't gonna support them because they doing something that I'm doing. Like, what is the issue with just appreciating someone that's from your same, maybe have the same background as you, from the same nationality as you, that's actually making it and doing something good with themselves? What is what is so bad about supporting them?
You hit it, you hit it on the nail with
what is so bad?
You hit it on the nail with the how do I want to phrase this? The accolades, the rewards you get as being the one. Even though you get some things that are bad with it, as all leaders have. All leaders have had good flack and have bad flack. But like you said, these days it's all about clout chasing. So if this person is up in the front, now I'm gonna take it even deeper than that. On the men's side, I think with Black American men, we have gotten to the fact where we have become so obsessed with getting pussy. We have lost the whole thought of leadership, and we have became followers just struck on getting pussy. And the reason I'm saying that, and I'm saying that because y'all know what I mean. Okay, but now I'm gonna go with a more intelligent term. We're so focused on following and chasing women that now it becomes a territorial thing. So you think about here in the Middle East, here's what I think. Let's take, for example, I'm a DJ here, which is true. I'm a DJ here in the Middle East. Let's state facts. I am the most booked American Black DJ in Doha, Qatar. And if I was anywhere else, I'd be DJing there too, and it would be a lot more easier. Obviously, if I was in Dubai or Bahrain, it'd be a walk in the park. But I got here, when I first got here, and everybody on live, everybody on Facebook, go do your homework. Go on IG right now and go to any club that's popping out here, any bar that's popping, because I've done mostly all of them. Minus 3 or 4 of them that won't let me because they don't want me to come steal that shine over there.
Skin color.
Kyra. let me drop some names for you. Kyra, Kalali. They won't let me in there because if I get over there, you know what's going to happen. I'm going to steal all that shit. All I need is the platform. Vertigo, Society, Monkey Tales. If I get in those places, it's done so. You know that already.
And it has nothing to do with hip hop music. So don't make it seem like people don't want to listen to hip hop.
I do everything.
It's deeper.
I'm one of the most international DJs at that as well, because I don't just play hip hop and trap. Let's get that out there. I am an ambassador of hip hop and trap. just like every other nationality out there, they want to play their music. I'm bringing that track. I'm bringing Drizzy. I'm bringing Trav. I'm bringing Kendrick. I'm bringing them all out there. Playboy Cardi. I'm bringing them here. They coming. So I'm going to play them because that's my heritage. That's my culture. You know what I mean? But not to get back on to my own horn too much, but let's go back to the facts. If you go look at these flyers, there is no other Black American DJ that has headlined. Hear me out. Not just house parties, not just boat parties, not private parties, not appearances here and there where somebody else was the headliner and you were kind of like just the guy coming in to do the middle set or the opener. I headlined. And for y'all out there that don't know your homework, I have done 5 stars, I have done the 4 stars, and I've done the belows. the 2.5 joints. I've done them all. So you can't sit here and be like, hey, he only did the low. No, I done them all. I've been in your favorite spot, except those names are the ones that I mentioned to you because they just won't let me in. All right. But here's the thing. The reason why I'm saying that is to paint the picture. I am the only guy. Go look on these flyers. I am the only Black American. Why the hell is it every single Black American in Doha, Qatar, liking those photos, liking those gigs, going to those gigs at least once, at least pre-gaming in those? Why? What could possibly be the answer other than the answer I'm gonna give you? But what do you think? What is the answer on why out of all the DJs here in Doha, there's only one Black American guy who has repeatedly, season after, I feel like the Drake of this shit, for real. I feel like the Drake of this shit, real talk. I got a show tonight. I'm opening the first bar tonight. This bar literally just opened. And guess who's the first flyer on the page? Yeah, boy. Who is this people? Your boy, Big Ghost Dog. I feel like Soldier Boy. I'm gonna start talking like Draco in this motherfucker. I feel disrespected.
The first to do this.
First motherfucker to open up and see y'all tonight. If I know a lot of y'all on here ain't gonna go, then that's okay. But I'm gonna still put out the info because I know the group that will come. My supporters. I know y'all gonna come through. You know, my twin, all my supporters, my boo if she was here, but she ain't here. You know, I know all of the people that's gonna come support. Okay, so but Cheers, we're at Cheers Resto Bar tonight. Just plug that in. Cheers Resto Bar is at the Grand Regal Hotel. Grand Regal Hotel. I'm the first to open. I know I won't see no other Black Americans in there other than shout out to my boy Chris, my boy Lloyd, all of my boys that have supported and have came out and that are still here. They'll be there, I'm sure, or they'll pull up. And I appreciate that.
And those are people, keep in mind, these people that he are calling out, those are people that are temporarily here.
Temporarily. They're going to be gone. And when they're gone, the rest of you Black Americans that's here ain't going to show. But when Legacy do something, you going to show. When Kyra pop out, you going to show. You don't show the Kyra. Kyra is the same every weekend. It does not hurt to support a Black American DJ that you have, your own people. Show up one time, show up an hour or two, and go to your place that you so in love with. That's okay.
Like, what happened to, like, let's not forget who don't pregame before they go to the main event. Like, who don't? So my thing, as far as touching back on you saying how come I think they don't go, to me, if you guys put out saying, oh, I want a place to go where there's hip hop music, there's American vibe, whatever, just mainly the music that y'all want to hear. And my boy right here, even though this is going to be a different segment on another episode, but my boy right here is playing it. It don't matter who he is, what he look like. He's playing the type of music that you want to hear. But yet, you don't want to come out and support. You don't want to come pregame. You don't want to have no association with it. And I'm just like, I'm confused as to, I hear all these complaints here and there, but when my boy is putting out a flyer or something, there's no repost, there's no share, no like, anything like that saying that you're coming, but yet you're at these other places, these other establishments, and you go out. We're talking about the people that go out, not the Black Americans that's here just doing a regular life, no partying, no social life.
Mhm.
We're talking about the ones that actually go out, Friday, Saturday nights, Thursday nights, because the weekends start Thursday, Friday here. So you guys go out to these places that don't really play at all the music that you want to hear. And if they do, it's not up to date. So why go to these places here and it's not playing what you want to listen to?
Mhm.
Where
So you
here-
say,
yeah, here's the person that is playing what you want to hear, but because of whatever personal issue, because I think that's really what it is. Whatever personal issue you
Oh,
have
most
with this person, you rather not go there and rather go listen to some shit to get drunk and have to potentially turn up to. Like to me that makes no sense. I have not stepped foot in Kyra. I have been to Cavalli's a few times, but it took me a minute to realize, like, Chelsea, like, they not really playing the music that you really want to hear. Like, I don't mind listening to all types of music, but my thing is at these spots, it's the same music, the same playlist, it's the same YouTube playlist. And if it is some hip hop, it's some old ass hip hop. Like, if you're gonna play old, like in the States, if they're gonna play old hip hop, it's gonna say old school night. If they're gonna play R&B night, not hip hop, R&B, Afro beats, and all the other stuff. When you go to these places that do have that on the flyer, it's not really hip hop. It's hip hop, but it's nothing up to date. And to me, it's a slap in the face. Like, we're in 2023.
Yeah.
2023.
but look, save that one for when we talk about the false advertising. We don't listen. Let's be clear, and we don't. My argument is not about what music is being played
It's a
and
fact
how it's being
it's not
played.
support.
We just care about the support. I mean, I don't care if they're playing out of date hip hop or good hip hop. They can be playing the best music ever because they have the places packed. So you got to give credit where credit is due.
It's definitely
They're doing something right because they're playing what people want to hear because you guys are there. We don't care about that. And I'm not knocking any DJ. Listen, let me be clear about this. Because sometimes the words can be said a way and mistakenly taken. I don't have any issue with any DJs here and how they DJ. I don't have any issue with Kyra, Cavalli, or anything other than you're not letting me get none of those seats over there due to the fact that I'm gonna steal some spotlight and I'm looking you in your eyes. That's why. Because I presented to a few people that managed with Kyra and Cavalli a while ago, a year ago. I told them, let's combine forces. Let's put a Black American DJ myself in there to give Black Americans that's in the military, contractors who are not your group of friends, because let's be honest, the people that are packing out are your friends and their entourage. That's who they are. Doha's not huge. So it's not like you're getting tourists and not getting new people. You got the same repetitive people, which are your entourage. And that's how it's supposed to be. That's why we're upset that the Black Americans are not combining forces and at least supporting somebody that's out there. I can't tell you how many posts I see of Black Americans reposting and shouting out other nationality DJs. That's all great. I'm not saying that you shouldn't. I'm saying that what's stopping you from doing it for your own? Now, let's take it out of me. I'm not the only DJ here that's Black American. I'm the only DJ getting booked repetitively and is in the main spotlight. But there are other DJs that are out here that are Black American that DJ too, and they receive the same no support. So let's say y'all say, oh, go suck. This nigga can't play. This nigga DJ, this nigga, whatever your gripe is. Let's say your gripe, which, listen, me as a music head, I've been all around. Nobody's killing the game like that. So it can't get lower than that, is what I'm saying. You can't be like, oh, this guy's just horrible, because I've seen the horriblest of the horrible. Okay, I've seen a transition from hip hop to Latino music right in the middle of the fucking session. Like, are you kidding me? No, in the window move, just straight trap, boom, all the way to the island. To salsa. Like, so I've seen the worst of the worst. So you cannot, it's not like you can say that it can get worse. It's some really bad music transitions. And listen, I know you guys are from different cultures and so y'all's music standard is not the same as what ours is. So we're not comparing what you like and saying that you shouldn't like what you like. But what we're saying is you got a Black American DJ. And now I'm going to go into the reason after you tell me, I'm going to ask another question. And then I'm going to go into the reason why Black Americans don't support other Black Americans in the Middle East.
With anything, not only DJing, just with anything, regular businesses, whatever.
In anything. I'm only referencing the DJ stuff so much due to the fact that
you're a DJ.
I'm a DJ and I see this shit every day, man, because I'm paying attention to the DJ field. I'm paying attention to the entertainment. So let's take this back. I'm an entertainer. I'm paying attention to all the entertainment. So everything that happens entertainment-wise, I'm watching. And I'm comparing notes because I like to talk, when I'm not doing my homework. So I look to see the demographics, who's going here, who's going there. I know what crowd is going, and hello, I know the DJs. For 1 year straight, I was going to party, and that's it. I didn't come to Doha DJing. So that means y'all niggas had a head start. Y'all niggas had a head start. Y'all was already doing y'all thing. I showed up, and I was supporting everybody. I was supporting all nationalities. But listen, any Black American DJ that's on my feed, any Black American DJ that's on that I know of, that shot out a flyer or did something, I supported it. I showed up to your show. I showed up and I was, hey, if I couldn't show up, I even said, hey, look, I'll catch you on the next one because I'm DJing. So on the next trip, I got you. That's because there's no malice in my heart. There's no jealousy. Guess what? When I showed up to your show, I didn't show up alone. I brought my girl with me. I brought a homie with me. I brought a homie with somebody with me. So it wasn't like I was just there, by myself, which is another form of support. When you're supporting somebody, you bring a crowd. That's how these people have become where they become, because they brought a crowd with them. So I'm going to say why I think the issue is and what I think the issue is with the Black Americans in the Middle East. Number one, you're worried about the wrong things. Instead of supporting the person that, instead of looking at it, the big picture. I don't have to be a follower. I don't have to go to Cairo to get girls all the time. I can go to Cairo, get the girls that I want to talk to, or get whatever girl that I am talking to, and I can influence that girl to, okay, this weekend, let's go pregame over here. Let's go check this spot out. But what happens is they're so focused on just going for the women that they forget that, hey, look, you could create a dynasty and have both. You could still do Cairo. We're not taking away from Cairo. You could continue going. We want you to go. Because honestly, I don't want a crowd that goes, that is content with that. I like a crowd that want to hear different shit. So my crowd of people is different than the crowd that's always going to Cairo, always going to Cavalli. That's not my crowd. My crowd is the crowd that want to hear other shit, up-to-date shit, new shit that's popping. They're not just stuck on, just the same shit over and over again. And that's okay if you are, that's fine. But my crowd is not like that. So as a Black American and other Black Americans, I feel like the reason why is not even just DJing. In general, there's a jealousy on who's going to be the main person. And what happens is, like you mentioned, the accolades. When you're the main person, when you walk into a club, what happens? Everybody is dapping you up. Everybody spotlights on you. Now, say me, I'm a jealous nigga. I got my girl with me. We sitting here in the bar, sitting up chilling, and some nigga comes in, Black American like myself, but he comes in and he's got the whole room shaking his hand. He's got the whole room, men and women, giving him credit. How does that make that man feel with his girl? Now I'm playing devil's advocate. Because for me, a nigga like me, I'm never jealous of my own people. I'm never just nobody. But definitely not my own people. When I look at my man, oh shit, let me go shake this nigga hand. What's up, brother? Who the fuck is you? What you got going over here? Let's get this shit popping. Because that's how I am. I don't see other Black American men or Black American women, but we're dealing with men because I'm a man. I don't see them as a threat. I feel like I feel like we see each other as a threat. I feel like, because think about it. Black Black Americans here as contractors, they'll go support anybody else. Anybody else. It could be an Arabic man, it could be a Filipino man, it could be an African man, it could be whatever. It could be a fucking man from Mars. And they will go support that man. I promise you they will. And they will bring their whole entourage. But when it's a Black American, is there yes, I agree. But let me ask you, what do you think as far as a woman aspect? Do you feel as though you see like some type of an ego thing? Is that what do you think? How do you view the Black American men? Let me ask you that. How do you view the Black American men in the Middle East? First off, as far as how they view each other.
So, and I'm glad you're saying Black American men, because to be honest, it's a very small percentage of Black American women out here. It's very it's smaller than the percentage itself of Black American people out here. We have our one little percentage of Black American women, or just American women in general, that's coming overseas, leaving their home country, mainly the USA, to come overseas. So me personally, I just see more hatred going on between Black men. It's like, for one, look at all the shit you have to go through in the States. You go through so much shit, getting arrested because you're Black, getting stopped because you're Black, going to the store, getting shot because you're Black, all kind of stuff. Black men go through a lot of stuff. And then here it is, we have this small percentage of Black American people. And then the percentage of the Black American men, you guys can't even stick together. And it's so sad. And this is disgusting to me. I've been seeing it since I've been overseas, my experience, I've noticed that the first time in my first year overseas, when I was dating a guy, a lot of guys was mad because I was dating that person because they wanted to date me. And of course it was Black American men. And they were doing any and everything to fuck that up. And one guy actually succeeded to do that, and I'm just like, you're that mad and you hate this man so bad because he's with me, another Black American man. Like, why are you hating? Like, for what? There's so many other women out there, but yet you choose to fuck up another Black American man's situation, what he has going on, what we have going on, just because your personal issue or your personal hatred towards this person. And it's like, let's be real. We're all Black American people trying to make ends meet and just live a type of life out here in another country. And here it is, you're hating on the next person that's coming from the same background, same place as you. And it's so sad. Like, as far as being a Black American woman, I feel like the competition will be, and I'm not in competition with no one, I'm my own competition, but I feel like amongst me and maybe other Black American women that are out here, there's competition amongst other nationalities for us. But as far as amongst in the same nationality, I rarely see it going against a Black woman hating on another Black woman down here, But as far as the Black American man, it's constant. Like, I constantly see it, and it's so sad because it's like, it's such a small percentage of us.
Now, when you say you see him hating, what do you see him hating on?
Hating as far as
what's an example of how they show that they're hating?
Of course, I'm going to use your example. Like when me and my twin hang out, people are mad because I'm going to support him. And I have other Black American friends out here. I support them as well, just as much as I support them. But me personally, I cut the support off if I feel like it's not reciprocated. That's how I cut off my support. Not because, I'm hating because this person is doing better on social media or doing better in this job or whatever the case may be. But I see it a lot, whether it's with the swag, this person more swaggier than that person, this person got more money than, like, it's a lot of that going on, especially with contractors. And it's so sad because it's like, we are all coming from the United States over here. We're foreigners out here. We're the minority. Yes, like, and you guys come out here and hate on somebody else that's doing their own individual thing. Instead of you hating, why not try to congratulate? Why not try to get some jewels from them? Why not try to learn something from them to where you can help better yourself? You just never know. You just never know about a person until you actually sit down and have a conversation with them. But I just feel like that's beneath people having conversations to get to know people, where they come from. You really never know. Y'all may be from the same block, and you over here hating on them because they're in a higher position than you. They're making more money than you. They living in a better apartment than you. Whatever the case may be, their girl may be better may look better than your girl. Whatever the case may be, y'all are constantly finding something
To have an issue.
something to have an issue with them. And it's like, it's 15 of us versus a million other nationalities out here, and y'all rather hate instead of just come together. And that's why you see we're divided down here. Like you have a clique right here, a clique right there. Of course, we already know in the States, everybody have their own stuff. But we're here in a country where we're not from here.
foreigners. We're
Yeah.
foreigners.
So we should be together.
Let me ask you this though. Do you see the same energy towards other nationality men?
No.
Do you see these brothers out here showing that same lack of support or that same hate in their hearts towards other nationality men?
No. Hell no.
And I agree. I mean, okay, I have a couple of guys, right? And I'm taking back to the DJing thing again, just because, like I said, that's the thing I'm pushing. We're not even going to get into my clothing brand, Castachio. I'll plug that in, Castachio brand. Go ahead on IG. You know, I'm gonna start pushing that heavier next year. That's my goal for next year because I've got so many other things I'm doing now. But I've only been at this point pushing the DJ thing. So I'm gonna just keep referring back to that, guys. Bear with me. I'm gonna keep referring back to that because that is what I'm doing right now. I've seen brothers sit up. Okay, I'll give an example of there are. And let me say this:
Well,
it's not all.
Well,
Because there are some great black men.
well, before you give your example, I have one more example.
Yeah, sure.
So I remember, and it's not even one time, it's happened multiple times.
Mhm.
People, other Black American men have, when I posted my twins DJing flyer, hip hop R&B on the flyer, and they said, oh, is it going to be lit or whatever? I'm like, it's going to be playing hip hop and R&B music. Me personally, I'm going there to hear that music. Of course, he's going to mix in some other stuff, but it's mainly catering to that genre, that genre of music.
Yeah.
And the next question they ask is, there going to be girls there? My thing is, if you was back in the States, is you going to ask if there going to be girls there? No, you're going to go regardless because you're getting the best of both worlds. You're getting the best of both worlds. You're not going there to stick right on DJ. We know that, of course. I'm not expecting for you to do that. But you're going there to hear a taste of home.
Yeah.
Like when I go to these sets or these places and it basically reminds me of home. We're far away. Like we're 7 to 9 hours ahead from over here, from the States. And when I go to these places that remind me of home, I enjoy it. Like I take it all in. I don't care if it's one person there, 5 people there. I'm going there because I'm getting a taste of home. And it's just like these people come overseas, Black American men, they come overseas and they just forget all that shit and it's chasing women. Like, is there going to be women there? Like, sir, chill out. If you that nigga, you ain't got to worry about if it's going to be women there.
And you could bring the girls that you have to that place.
Or just pregame there, or show support. Like, even if you're not physically going to a place where there's a Black American person there, even if it's a regular event, a sip and paint, or whatever the case may be. And you know what's so funny? Speaking of that, Kuwait has more Black American support there with their people than here.
Yes.
It's heavy.
That's what I was going to allude to. That I don't think it's a Middle East thing. I think it's a Doha, Qatar thing. I think the Black Americans here in Doha, Qatar,
they're brainwashed.
They are just not even
something.
That. It's. I just think that the Black Americans here in Doha, Qatar, due to it not being a big fluctuation of tourism where they feel as though they can win anywhere. I think here they got this mindset that like, I can only win in this certain pot here, and that everybody's an enemy. Like, it's like, especially if they're Black, because you got to think about it like this. Let's play devil's advocate, right? So with every other nationality, there's tons of men there. Of that national, there's tons of African men here. So any woman here in Doha, Qatar can choose any African that she wants, right? But there is a selective few of Black American men that they can choose because, that's why there's so many women doing the same guy around here because there's not that many options for them to choose. You know what I mean? There's not that many of them coming out. It's actually out. I've been DJing for 2 years straight now. Okay, 2 years straight. And one thing I've noticed is every time I'm in a spot, it don't matter where I'm DJing at, the American black man is the least number in the damn spot. And like you said, we're not even gonna talk about black women. There's barely any black women here. But you know what? I have to take that back. They are out here, and there's a big thing. They're having private parties. They're having yacht parties, boat parties. But yet, why is there not that no black American? Why is it that you select just who you want and not every? Listen, if you're the minority in a place, how the hell do you not want to have all the black American together in one setting? How does that happen? And again, it goes back to it's a Doha Qatar thing. They feel as though they want to be the one. So if I get invited to this party or if I orchestrate a party, I'm going to handpick who I want. And guess who I'm going to leave out? Potential threats. Because if I invite this guy, he going to steal that spotlight from me. So now I'm not the man no more. Even though I orchestrated the party, even though I orchestrated everything, even birthday parties. These guys are so petty, forget about it. Even birthday parties, you would think that you want to have more the merrier to support whoever's birthday is. They're so jelly of the next man, black American men, that they feel as though they can't even invite him to the birthday party. Because if he show up to the birthday party, it's a potential threat. It's a Doha Qatar thing. So on that title, I recant what I said as far as I recant my answer. Yes, there is competition in the Middle East. Now, I would say it's in the Middle East because they compete too in Dubai and Bahrain over, who's going to be who's the man. But there's so many opportunities for everybody to be the man. So it's like, okay, I got this club, but guess what? This other club, that's black American. Let's take Bahrain. You got Wrangler. Shout out to my boy DJ Farrell. Shout out to him. But also at the one. But shout out to my boys. Also, I got some guys I know that's in a Wrangler. So you got two spots. You got two people beefing, but they're not beefing. They're just trying to be a man. And they're trying to take to the top. In this game, let's be honest, the game is to be at the top as far as the DJ world, entertainment world. But these niggas is taking it to their head in regular, normal life. They walking around, I gotta be the man. Bruh, you at work. We all got a job. We all hired. You can be the man all you want, but guess what? It doesn't take anything away from me, doesn't take anything away from you to show support. Because guess what? You're still gonna be the man doing whatever you do. But they take it as a personal thing here in Doha, whereas in these other parts of the Middle East, they support. Because guess what? They want to get, they look at it like how I look at it and how you look at it. If he's on, we're all on. Because now he has broken down the doors. That's why I referred to y'all. I am the first black American DJ that is even on fucking flyers for these clubs. Go do your homework. Go on IG and look at all these clubs and see how many black Americans is on the flyer on the club's page. It is I, my friend. It is I. I have not seen no other DJ out here on a fucking page consistently. Now let's take it even up a notch. Let's say I missed one of them. One or two of them maybe had somebody on there. Consistently, week after week. So why wouldn't you support that? Why wouldn't you support that?
It's the hate. It's whatever jealousy, whatever, and it's whatever personal issue. And you can say up and down, you don't have no personal issue, but it's like, well, why are you not supporting? You don't even have to physically be there. Like, I have people in Kuwait. Yes. I have people in the U.S.
Yes.
supporting this podcast right now.
Yes.
Right now. In other countries, and they're not physically here, but yet they are supporting because they fuck with me.
Yes.
If you really fuck with someone, you're gonna support them regardless. You don't even have to physically be there. Like, you're gonna support them in any way, shape, form, fashion, and however you're able to do it, you're gonna support them. But then it turns into people talking all this, oh yeah, I support them, blah, blah, don't show no actions. But then when you see them, you dapping them up and shit like that. Mm-hmm. Okay, dapping me up like you know me. But then when I post some shit to buy something or to come out and whatever, you're not there.
Yeah.
You're not sharing, you're not liking, you're not commenting, whatever. Like even this podcast, I have a few associates and friends that I know that are tuning into the podcast. Yeah. And it's like, well, what happened to all these other people that saying they my friends and they fuck with me and shit like that? Nowhere in sight.
Mm-hmm.
You know, nowhere in sight. But it's like, what's the reason for you not to be supported? Is it you're jealous? Hate? And you know, me personally, I'm never friends with someone
Mm-hmm.
and thinking, oh, they hate on me, they jealous of me or anything like that, because I'm my own person. They're their own person.
Yep.
Like I have friends right now, I look up to them because of say degrees or how their business is or how they are running themselves as a person. Not because I hate. I'm looking at it as like, damn, I want to be like that one day. Or I want to I'm looking to see what I can take
Yeah.
to help better myself. I'm never looking at it as damn, why them? And it's like a lot of people get shit fucked up.
Yeah.
And they're looking at it as why them instead of what can I learn from this person and help better myself. And it's so sad because it goes very deep within this Black American community, especially in the Middle East, with it just being a small percentage of us.
I'll tell you another thing. Let's take it even to the job section. I mean, you got people who, let's take it into like, and when I'm saying job, I'm meaning like
In general.
in general, getting hired, I remember for the longest, and it took me to getting into contracting to figure this out. When I was contracting, or when I wanted to become a contractor, I was asking people over and over again, guys that I knew, Black Americans, because I'm not going to any. Listen, let me let y'all know something about me. A lot of people talk pro-Black, militant, all that shit. You're looking at a guy who really is like that, though, as far as this goes. I'm not going overboard it. I'm not with all that, you can't talk to no other different women. Hello. I'm not with all that dumb shit. But I'm with the real shit. Support, support, support. Each one, teach one. That's a Black Panther line for y'all that don't know. What happens in the community is for the community to grow, you have to be willing to have the rest of the community grow. The problem is, y'all don't want to see nobody outgrow you. And it's like, or get a better position. So like when I was getting into the contracting game, I was asking contractors like, yo, I want to get in the game. What do I need to do? Give me the rundown. And people was telling me things like, okay, go to this website. And I'm getting like a website. I'm like, okay, on the website, anybody can apply on the website and you're not going to get hired. The chances of you getting hired from a damn website is chances slim to none. You might just get blessed and just out of the luck of the draw, nobody wants the job. And that's why you get picked, because probably the place you're going to go is probably fucked up. Everybody already knows that the place is trash, and that's why you're going to get hired. But normally, you're not going to get picked in a good company off of the damn website. We all know that. But these contractors did not want to see another Black American better himself and get in the game. So they wouldn't give me a recruiter. It took me to becoming a contractor to realize when you really want to put somebody on or really want to help them, you got to give them the recruiter so that they can actually start the process. That skips. It's like, think of it like it's a line. That's the skip the line VIP pass. Like you're in line when you're waiting on a website. You're in line. But when you actually get the recruiter's info, you just skip the line and you're at the recruiter already trying to get a job. You know what I'm saying? That's a little loud. It's like all of them I hear.
Oh.
Yeah. But yeah, that's the thing with it, so it's like I found out that, okay, that's another form of support. Instead of let's take that back. That's another form of competition. You know what, when we said in this thing, is there a competition in the Middle East? Fuck yeah, it is. Because I was trying to get to Abu Dhabi at one point. I wanted to get to Abu Dhabi to work over there in a job that was in Abu Dhabi. I was reaching out to brothers, to Black Americans already hired, and was telling them, hey, look, I want to change my scenery. I want to go get over there because I feel like I need a fresh breath of air, blah, blah, blah. Keep in mind, these guys are already hired. Instead of them saying, hey, okay, boom, yes. Oh, wait. We always don't have recruiters' info. Yeah, Kool-Aid. We know that. But you still got to give up the recruiter. Because if you give up the recruiter, see, this is the thing that we do. It's another thing that we do as a people. We try to make these excuses for each other. No, hold accountability. You have to take
They're
accountability.
not going to take your job. They're
Not going to
get
take a
the
job. And no, he's saying I get the point, but we always don't have recruiters info for particular positions. That's understandable. But you have the recruiter.
And they can
Let
get
the
you to
recruiter,
someone.
let the recruiter deal with that. Not you. You're an employee. You just give me the recruiter. I'm gonna handle the rest. But you've done your job as helping out the brother by or the brother or the sister by saying, hey, yo, boom, here's the recruiter. Now you guys work it out from there. You know what I'm saying? But I've done my part and gave you the direct VIP access to help you get on, opposed to telling you, go get on the website and go try to find a damn job. Hello? I'm going to be waiting in line forever. And meanwhile, you already know people that's there, it's all about who you know. So the people that's already there, they're going to get the job. Period. But these are the things that we're talking about, competition. Like, instead of us competing with each other, it should be like everybody else. Now, I'll tell you a nationality that was working out. The white people was killing it in Afghanistan with that armed guard stuff.
Oh yeah,
The security guard job.
Triple
Now I'm gonna give you all examples now because I beat us up, but at the same time I'm gonna show you why I'm beating us up. I beat us up because we have to match everybody's account. We have to match everybody around us energy, and the reason being that's why you get a lot of black people that sometimes, most of the time, don't take accountability and blame another nationality. Oh, he's keeping me from that. No. We ain't back in the 60s and 50s and shit where they had that shit on lock. And even then, brothers was doing their damn thing. You had Black Wall Street going on where they had the fucking government had to come in and blow that shit up because it was doing so well. You know what I'm saying? So brothers is always going to find a way to make shit happen. But the problem is these days, they want to rely on somebody else to sugarcoat the fact that you are not doing your job as a Black American man. As a Black American man, you must support your brother. You must. It's not an and if or but about it. You got to do it. Because why else aren't you doing it? That's the same shit the enemies do to us. Then you're an enemy.
And we're only talking about the small percentage of us. We're not talking about, where there's a bunch of us. We're talking about a small percentage because we know everybody's not going to support everybody. But this 10% of us over here.
But you should. Everybody should support each other.
But
no matter
it's
what.
not like that. Unfortunately, it's not like that. But
It's
if it's a small percentage of us in a certain area, why not support them? If you have a personal issue and it goes really deep, okay, I can understand. But if it's just because, this person's going to potentially move ahead of you.
Yeah.
So what?
Yeah.
Like, you guys are on your own path.
You're on your own path.
You're on your own path.
Guess what? If he don't get in, another nationality might get in, and they ass might surpass you. Now you're still getting surpassed. So it's like, the ideology of how we think as a people has to change because of the fact that we're jealous of another person outshining us because we want to be the token Black dude that's on top. Again, I have to keep referring back to why I think personally there is competition and why there is no support. When you support another person, you are potentially helping to boost them. Let's break this shit down all the way down.
Let's not forget, even if say you're religious.
Say you're religious.
Come on now. You're stopping somebody's blessings. You're blocking their blessings by not giving them that recruiter information or something that can potentially skyrocket their career. Like, you're blocking their blessing and potentially going to turn around and block their blessings. I'm big on whatever I put in the universe, I'm going to get back. So if I'm giving somebody a blessing, I know eventually that is going to come back to me. Somebody's going to give me a blessing. And I had that plenty of times happen.
Absolutely. And again, let's go back to, is there a competition in the Middle East? Yes. And here's the competition. I feel as though it's a competition due to the fact that Black American men here want to be the man in whatever the thing is. If it's DJing, if it's entertainment, if it's because think about this. Think about this. Let me say this. If every Black DJ out here supported every Black DJ, and brought the little crowd that they have, because we all have little crowds. Let's be honest. Ain't none of us out here with no big staff because we're the minority. Now, if we were in Kuwait, if we were in Dubai, if we were in Bahrain,
and everybody,
we would have this place going bananas because we would have the support. but we are the minority here in Doha, Qatar. So we do not have the manpower. But the little power that we do have, if each black DJ took their own people and said, hey, boom, he's rocking tonight. Come on, y'all, let's go there. We all huddling over there. And supported that DJ, we could make moves amongst each other. But this is what I'm talking about, the competition. For me, nobody's competing on my level. And I'm not talking on no arrogant shit. I'm talking numbers. Men lie, women lie, numbers don't lie. I'm not competing with anybody because I am the standard right now. Let's be honest. Let's keep it above. I am the standard for Doha for a Black American DJ. And if I'm wrong, somebody please come on here and show me or give me some facts of somebody else that's been doing it, that is consistently doing it, and that I am not supporting or not being there with it. I know there are some DJs out there doing their thing.
And they're in their own lane.
And everybody's in their own lane. But I'm saying commercial. I'm saying entertainment now. I'm talking about flyers after flyer. I'm talking about actual venues, not a house, not a fucking yacht. I'm talking about an established business. Don't matter if it's a hole in the wall or not. It's still an established business. It's still an established business. So I feel like we just not, we and then now let's go on to the other part. Like I said, the jobs, all of this. There's countless of people.
Well, I also want to speak on one more thing. Not to toot my twins' horn, toot. But I just want to bring up an incident that happened last year, actually. I don't want to get too personal, but I am. We were coming together, a group of us, minority. We were coming together to throw a Halloween party down here, and it was going to be, of course, catering to American people, mainly, of course, Black American people, but American people. We were going to come together, get a DJ, which was going to be my twin. He was on the flyer and everything. As soon as we pushed the flyer out, people were like, oh, we're not coming because we don't like him, or if he's going to be there, then we're not going to be there. I'm like, wait a minute, what? So you're letting a personal issue stop you from coming to a party where a guy is working. He's in work mode. He's not doing this shit for fun. I mean, of course it's fun when you DJ or whatever, but he's coming because he's getting paid to DJ, do his job, and you don't want to come to listen to the genre of music you want because you have a personal beef with yourself, probably a one-sided beef towards this person just because, like, for what? So you're stopping your fun because somebody's on a flyer. To me, I just felt like.
Now let's bring it out. Who was it? Is it not names?
It was a Black American contractor. It was a Black American contractor, a Black American male.
Black. So listen. So y'all hear this? Black American male contractor pissed off that another black male is coming to DJ at an event. Now keep in mind, we're not even gonna go into the caliber of. Hello, the guy's getting booked all the time. So it's not like a rookie. It's not some motherfucker that just woke up out the bed and was like, hey, I'm going to start DJing. This is a guy who's booked.
And who knows how to DJ. It had nothing to do with, I can see if you don't want to come because, oh, he can't DJ. You don't want to come because of your personal issue. Okay, well, sit your ass at home. But don't be on some spreading the word, oh, Ghost is going to be there. Let's not. He's booked. He's there to work. He's not there to socialize, become best buddies or anything. He's there to work. That's just like if you're back in your home country, you're going there because 9 times out of 10, y'all niggas don't even know the DJ. Like, let's be real. Y'all niggas don't even know the DJ. Y'all don't know who's DJing. All you know is this hot club or it's a place that's playing your genre of music. You're not giving a fuck about the DJ. So here it is. We come over here where there's
rules, standards, books, 30 chapters, 30 lines. If you cut the song off, you got to do this. You got 0.45 seconds.
We come over
40
here.
women in there sitting available. Shisha got to be prepared and ready. They got all the excuses in the world.
It's like we come
to
over
not
here.
support.
Exactly. We come over here and there is a small percentage of us. And because you have whatever personal issue that he may not even know you have a personal issue with him with, and you choose not to come to listen and get a taste of
I
your
ain't
home.
beefing with
Like,
no nigga in Doha. I ain't beefing with no nigga any fucking where. But I'm definitely not beefing with nobody that I know. If I don't have, listen, I don't even hang out with guys here in fucking the Middle East, let alone it be like some type of problem. Listen, like that, it's we're even on that.
people just change. they live double lives. They be in the States one way. Like, let's not forget where you are potentially going to be going back to. You live one way in the States and then come over here and just act brand spanking new,
Yeah.
tooted up, like, oh, I can't fuck with this, but I bet you if my man's was DJing one of the hottest clubs in your state, your ass would be right there because you wouldn't give a fuck about who's DJing. Like, that's what my whole thing is. Why do you care about who is DJing? If they're playing music that you enjoy listening to, why not come support? So, I had a big issue with that. I still stuck around and supported because it was a Black American function. I still stuck
I
around.
pulled out, guys. I pulled out and said, fuck you niggas, I'm out of here. I'm going to Bahrain.
Yep, you pulled out only because the support. It was half support. Some people that were throwing it, we were still supporting him. And then you had the sideline people who had personal issues.
Yeah.
But I still stuck around and supported because it was a Black American function.
But think this. And here's where we even go with Black Americans, guys. Listen, we're not even just going to make it about me because, okay, get your favorite DJ that you like. Your favorite Black American DJ that you like. How many times have you supported him? Let's be honest. The guys that did take over and do that party that my twin is mentioning about, the guys that took over, I've been to their things, to all of their events. I have personally supported
We have the
every
videos.
single Black American DJ in Doha. Listen, I'm gonna repeat again. Because people say, hey, well, what about him? Has he done? Yes. I've been front row for every single event. I went to both parties. I did the boat party. First fucking time I just had got the door. Hello, I wasn't even all the way settled in.
The
And I
island
heard,
party.
yes,
I went to
island
that.
party. And I heard black, all I heard was black people are doing an island party. Guess where my dog ass was
I
at?
was there.
At the island party, tooted up. And guess what? They tried to put me on blast, talking about my mustache and shit, try to make a mockery of me, but I was still there. I came and supported. Okay? But then after that, I supported, when I started actually even DJing, I started supporting all of these guys' shit that they had going on. I was there supporting it. Did I go repeatedly? No, because hello, I DJ too. So I couldn't be at every single fucking time I do. And we travel. Most of the time we're not in the fucking country. But if we're in the country, I was popping up. I was showing love. I was reposting. There's fucking proof of me reposting people's shit. But you know what I'm saying? That's the difference when we're talking about support. And let's not get it twisted. It's not just a ghosting. Like, we're talking about me because this is like specifically showing you how narrow-minded only Black American men would think some shit like that.
And I think as far as just to touch back on the DJing thing, just as a whole, if all of us Black American people will support every Black American.
Kool-Aid said the mustache caught him slipping. Yeah, Kool-Aid, I'm putting your ass on blast. I remember you brought that microphone talking about, I said, look at this nigga trying to put me, but I ain't even take no insult to it. I still party, still turn it up, still embrace it. But I know you was joking, bro. I know you was joking.
I think as far as with the whole, just us, one of the main things out here is, of course, the DJ thing. I know people saying, oh, it's not crowded here and there. Well, all the Black American DJs, I feel like in order for us to be, have something stable like these other nationalities, we need to support nonstop. Of course, the first night, if they have not, packed out, it's not going to be packed out the first night. Keep going consistently so they can see, okay, well, this is where the spot is, and then the word of mouth is going to get around. Then eventually it's going to be packed out to where we can have something permanent. But until then, you're going to have this DJ playing at this spot one weekend, then the next weekend somewhere else, and the next jumping around instead of us being consistent. And that's what all Black American DJs, Kool-Aid, Jared, everybody, like, we all need to be consistent in these places. We understand that people have shit going on, of course. Consistent. But if I see your ass out at one of these other nationality places and one of your Black American bros and shit is playing that you ain't went, what are we talking about? Like, what are we talking about? We already deal with enough shit back in the United States with how our race is looked at and how disrespected we are. So here it is, we're in a whole nother foreign country and it's the same shit now as amongst your own people.
Ooh, that's heavy. That's a good ass analogy of it too. That's heavy. I mean, and like you said, That's how it feels. It kind of feels like because mind you, I'm sure all of us can relate in whatever business
shape.
or whatever we're doing, whatever you're trying to do here in Doha. I know you have tried to push something and you have saw that you had no support from your own. How the hell? Think about that. That's like being in a classroom and there's 20 people in the class. 10 is Black American and the other 10 is other nationalities. Think about you go into doing something and the 10 people that's in the classroom never come as Black American to show up, don't support you, don't repost, don't like. But hell, 5 of the other 10 of the other nationalities, they come and support. How does that happen? How does that happen?
That's like with my homegirl. I just met her not too long ago. And I met her, I'm like, damn, she pretty cool, you know. And instantly, when I seen she was cooking, shout out to my girl Erica, I figured she'd be cooking, making plates and stuff like that. I didn't even know this girl a month, probably a couple of weeks, if that. I seen she was cooking. She had a business page followed. I seen she posted something, reshare. Like, how hard is it to show support? Like, it's not hurting me. It's not taking away from anything. These people can see something other than me posting my ads on Instagram or me traveling or something.
Some other celebrity that already made it.
Somebody who has not made it and make it trying to skyrocket up. Like, how hard is it to support? Like, it's like your local, like, small business. Like, how hard is it to support? And she's supporting me. She's reposted my stuff. Like, it takes nothing but a couple of seconds to support, whether you popping up, resharing, speaking about it, word of mouth, whatever. Like, you know, I've had people hit me up, hey, I heard about your podcast, not even in the Middle East. Not even in the Middle East, in Germany, in Japan, in other countries other than here, and they're tuning in. Like, it's not that hard, and it's other nationalities.
That's
like
nuts. You know what? And listen, Chelsea, I gotta touch on this real quick. I got to touch on this because we got about maybe 10 more minutes and we'll wrap it up. But, yo, how about this? Stop with the bullshit about do they got this, do they got shisha, do they got this, do they got that? You know why? No, but let me be facts. Yes, but let me say this to you guys. I hear this shit all the time. Do they got shisha, do they got blah, 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 do they got. When your ass go to Thailand, I went into several fucking bars in Thailand and they didn't have no fucking shisha. They didn't have no fucking nothing besides low class alcohol. And your dog asses was crowded in there.
Oh, it was packed in that.
You're crowded in there with no shisha. Y'all motherfuckers ain't even shisha smokers like that. Y'all come out here to the Middle East and you act like you fucking just shisha fucking prone. No, you're not. And you're not vapors. Most of y'all don't even fucking smoke. Stop the excuses. Look, you just don't want to support me. Just say, hey, bro, I really ain't fucking with you like that. Yeah. Just be honest. I'd rather that than do they got shisha? Nigga, when you went to Thailand, did they have fucking shisha? No. And you still winning. When you went to these fucking other countries all around the fucking globe, the only place this shisha shit really just started taking off anyway. Listen, you're talking to a rock star. Hello. Check the nails. Fake news. Look, I'm gonna start saying that shit to y'all. When y'all say to me, do they got shisha, do they got this, do they got girls, do they got this, I'm saying fake news.
And y'all kill me when y'all be asking, do they got girls?
That's like, fucking girls. This is not
thirsty. Like, y'all are mad thirsty. Like, do y'all go to the coffee shop asking, do they got girls there? Or do they got coffee? Which one?
You hit it on the nail. You hit it on the nail when you said in the States. You hit it on the nail when you said in the States. Y'all motherfuckers ask all these questions.
Who's DJing?
No,
who is DJing? No, when I just recently went to the States. What? In February, I didn't ask who was DJing. No.
Nobody cared.
I didn't even ask who. I went one night and it was like 15 people. Still was in there, turning up with just me and my homegirl. Still in there lit. Went to the strip club. Didn't ask who DJ. Didn't ask who danced or anything. Went in there and turned the fuck up because I wanted to catch a good vibe. That's the whole thing about going out. You're going for a vibe. I'm not going there if I catch something cool. If not, I'm going there originally for a vibe, not to be looking for niggas, not to be looking for whatever God knows what. I'm there to catch a vibe whenever I go out. If I don't want to be out around people, then I'm just gonna be in the house.
Yeah, you know what? You hit another point on the nail that just ran across my mind again. When you said y'all get over here and y'all get these high standards. You're not like that.
Take
You
your
just
ass
go
right
to
now.
a bar, you go to a club, and you just get in where you get in. It's not no. I party most in a lot of motherfuckers. I can say that for sure. I party most in a lot of human beings in general, of all cultures and nationalities. And I'll tell you this: never have I asked who is the DJ. Do they got shisha? Do they got this? Do they got girls? Why the fuck would I ask that? You know what I asked? What type of music is being played?
That's it.
That's my only thing. I don't even ask who you playing. Old school, new school. I don't even ask that. Are you playing hip hop? Period.
What you got to drink? Look.
And drinks. If it ain't no alcohol, I ain't coming. Okay? But bar and club ain't no alcohol. So the obvious alcohol, if you playing hip hop or not. If you tell me you playing that, cool. I'm down with it. But if all these questions y'all ask is to just put a smoke screen up over the fact that you don't want to come, you don't want to support me, or you don't want to support other Black American DJs. Because here's the thing, I'm going to keep saying this. It ain't just me, because if niggas was popping like that, there would be some other body out here that you would be hearing of who is getting support. Somebody come on my line right now, please, and tell me, yo, bro, you tripping, you bugging me. I'm getting motherfucking full house in this bitch. Please. Somebody tell me, because I'm looking around and I've been here 3 years and there ain't no spot that I can go to that's a hip hop all night spot that has some Black American DJ that is the headliner and who is doing his thing every fucking week. None. Come on, cut it out.
And without getting interrupted saying, can you play this? The owner wants you to. So
Even with
what
that,
are you talking about?
even with that, give me one of those. I haven't seen one of those. There's no club out here or bar out here that has a consistent Black American DJ that I have seen who is DJing on a regular, like myself, and then I could say I have went there and they're doing their thing and they packing this motherfucker out. So it's not a ghost thing. So let's not even. Don't even get it in your head. Oh, it's just DJ Ghost. He's the one that they don't fuck with.
It's all Black American
It's
DJs.
all Black
There's
American.
no support for none of our people down here.
Zero support. But yet, you're going to go support any other nationality that do any fucking thing anywhere. You're going to have your ass in Thailand. You're going to have your ass in Bali, Indonesia, wherever the hell you're going to go. You're going to go there.
Cape Town.
Jamaica, Cape Town. You're going to go there. And guess what? You don't care who the DJ is. You don't care about if there's women there. You don't care if they got shisha there. You're going to be there. Because I'm watching y'all videos. And y'all niggas ain't smoking shisha. I don't see nobody even smoking shisha like that except in the Middle East and Dubai. It's really where I see shisha really popping at. Dubai, I don't even see it in Bahrain like that. Now, of course, hello. Twin, she smokes shisha all the time. She's a dedicated shisha motherfucker. Then guess what? We've been on a show. I got a vape. And what she got? A shisha.
And I started off smoking vapes.
How many of y'all motherfuckers sitting around your house right now even own a fucking shisha thing? Because you can buy them.
I got 2 of them. And a cabinet dedicated to shisha.
Oh, that said they got tacos. Burning it.
We're going to come to an end with this segment. But overall, support your people. Exactly, like, how hard is it to support your people? Support your Black American people, like, regardless. If
We are the minority.
there's only a little percentage of us. How
This is
hard
reverse racism. This is reverse racism. Right now, you guys are shutting out your own people on some racist ass shit.
And we are
Basically, you like, I'm gonna fuck with everybody else but the niggas. That's what you're doing. It's reverse racism.
And then my thing is, go back home. I don't catch your ass in no down Arabic club, no African, none of these clubs that y'all be in over here. I don't
But
catch y'all
even
in.
if you do, let them go there.
No, I know, but this is just support. Like, how hard is the support?
We don't care where you want to go and where you go on your free time. We don't care
But
about that.
just support. Like, don't just alienate us. We're your people.
There you go.
We are your people overall.
We're not hating that you guys want to listen to new music. I'm like that too. I went to Bollywood. I've been in the Bollywood nights. I've been in the Arabic nights. I've been in the Tunisian nights.
Arabic music.
I've been into a lot of realms. So I understand that you want to come out and sometimes you don't want to just hear hip hop all the
And
time.
that's fine.
You want to hear some new shit. But that's why we're saying you can still go there. We don't really, if your heart is not in it, we don't want you there anyway.
But don't alienate us.
Repost, share is a form of supporting. saying, because guess what? You might not want to go, but guess what? Your friends back there that don't know nothing about what's going on, new to Doha, they might not know where to go. But because you won't even support your own kind and repost it, they have no idea where to go. So they just gonna follow you or follow wherever the crowd is going because you decided not to support your own kind. We're not saying you have to show up. Not saying you have to go. Support is free. And keep in mind, the clubs out here in Doha are fucking free, except the society and
special
I think
events.
society and maybe one other one, society and some other one. But those ones are
And then
not
and
really.
then let's be realistic, okay? You never know. Tomorrow you can be in one of our shoes, asking, begging, whatever the case may be,
Yes.
for support.
It could be
you
you.
may start a business today and put it out there. Nobody is reposting or anything, but let's not forget, we posted stuff, or other Black American people posted stuff, and you didn't support at all. So let's come on now. If you want support, you got to support other people. It's a look. It's going around in a circle.
Black Americans, we ask you in the Middle East, put the ego to the side, put the jealousy to the side, put all of the negativity that you may have, even if you got personal beef with a person, even if there's something you don't like about a person, it's okay. You can still support in another way. I'm like that. There's a lot of niggas I don't
Word
fuck
of
with
mouth.
out here. There's a lot of you niggas I don't fuck with out there.
But yeah, I'm saying, hey, if
But-
somebody say, what's a good
I
place?
still support.
Hey, this person.
And here's the thing: a repost, a share,
A word of mouth.
that goes a long way, and that's still a form of supporting. And you still don't got to fuck with that person. You still can say I don't fuck with him personally, but guess what? Everybody don't need to know that because that's another thing we do as a people. We express our beef to everybody. So instead of keeping it internal, instead of keeping it amongst each other, we make this shit like we gotta expose it to everybody. You don't hear this type of shit going on with other nationalities. I don't know who's beefing out of the Arabic world over here. I don't know who's beefing out of the Filipino. Well, them Filipinos be doing that shit. They be announcing they shit, but they be announcing it on some dating type shit. Like if they get fucked over dating some
Whatever,
guy or something like that, that's when they get to repost it. But I'm talking about personal issues amongst business. Like you have a problem with a person. This is business, man. This is this man's money.
Separated, business and personal. It shouldn't be always together. It needs to be separated. If this person, this person on their shit, and you don't fuck with them, and somebody needs their services, how hard is it to just, hey, I know this person is doing this. I know this person is creating resumes. I know this person is a recruiter. I know this person, whatever the case may be, if they're good at it, how hard is it to just recommend them? That's all you're doing.
That's it. All right, guys. So as we wrap this up, we just want to say, Black Americans, let's come together, man. We're doing these topics to bring awareness to something that's going on, and to something that should be going on amongst the communities.
And it shouldn't be going on at all.
Yeah, this is something that's a no-brainer. When you know somebody of your nationality, and I'm not saying that you cannot support others. We're not saying that you got to show up every single time, sit there and listen to the shit. No, you can support your fellow brother or sister by just reposting, sharing. We have a lot of pull that you're not using.
Exactly.
That's the problem about it. You have a lot of pull. We have pull here. We are the minority, but we are the majority. Every place I DJ, every place I encounter, they want to know from me, hey, where's all Americans at? Because they know American presence is strong. Number one, you got the money. You're going to be in there bottle popping. Number two, they know you're going to be in there getting food. And that's not to say that the other nationalities are not doing that or can't do that. But come on, hello, we know
They just know.
Americans, this is the lifestyle for them. They are rock stars. They're going to go in there and turn the fuck up. So every establishment is wanting your business. But you're over here shitting on your
people.
You're shitting on your own people because you're trying to, impress, or you're trying to chase, you got your ego up, you got your jealousy up. We're not in competition, guys. We all made it. We're here. We all made it. So we ask you, think about this, take this topic seriously. Sit back and think. Don't try to use the excuses. Don't try to just take accountability. Ask yourself this question. How I'm gonna tell you like what they did, and I'm gonna close mine out, and you close whatever you want to say, Chelsea, out on yours. I'm gonna say this for my closing statement, and I want us to start doing that at the end of these things. Closing statements. My closing statement is this: I watched a very powerful movie a long time ago, and that shit was called Boys in the Hood. Wait, no, I'm sorry. Boys in the Hood was fire. I got the post up. Tales from the Hood. There's a last episode with a guy named Crazy K. Okay. He was a gang member who had murdered a bunch of brothers in his lifetime as being a gang member. In his rehabilitation, they was trying to fuck with his mind and let him see that he was doing the same shit to Black American men that the KKK was doing, the skinheads was doing, the Nazis was doing. He was doing the same form of racism against his own people. And a white guy in his cell, he was locked up in a cell, and a white guy told him, he said, man, we are together. We're teammates. He said, the guy said, I ain't your fucking teammate. The black dude, he said, I ain't your fucking teammate. What the fuck are you talking about? He said, yeah. He said, those men you killed, how many of them was white? Let that shit sink in you. That's a scene that a lot of people went over a lot of people's head. When you're here in this Middle East, ask yourself, when's the last time you supported a Black American that was here amongst you, that was doing something, that was trying to be productive, that was trying to better themselves? When's the last time you supported them? Ask yourself that. And if your answer is that you have not,
Change it.
make a change. If you have, kudos, because I'm not saying all Black Americans out here ain't rolling like that. There is a few of us that are supporting, you're looking at 2 right now who do, and there's a few on my timeline that have as well. If the answer is yes, continue and do it more. If the answer is no,
Make a change.
make a change. That's my last statement. What you got, Chelsea?
Damn, I'm about to vote for you. My thing is, well, first off, every time we do these podcasts and we get off of air, I always sit back and reflect everything we spoke about, because there's some things that I feel like, damn, was I doing that? Or, like I take things from these podcasts that we do. So I feel like this is very informative for me because, I ain't gonna lie. I may have dropped the ball a few times in support, and I'm not gonna lie. Some people, they're afraid to admit that, like, oh no, but I'm not gonna lie. I have dropped the ball a few times, but in general, I try and I do support my people. Because I look at it as I don't want the same in return. That's just like helping anybody. I've been down before, like been down bad, and I felt like I didn't have no support, and I had this one person who didn't even know me. I got in contact with and put me on contracting. That's how I got here. Somebody that I didn't even know put me on, and that's why I'm here 6 years later. And I never regret that. And I'll never forget that. I'm still in contact with that person. But overall, I just feel like we just need to support more, take out all the negativity about, oh, this person's doing better than me. This person has a spotlight on them. So what? How about you just try to look at how can I better myself? What can I take from this person? What can I learn from them? Or maybe I should sit down and actually have a real conversation with them and really get their point of view about things, really get to know this person. Ain't nobody saying you got to be the best buds, but you can have a simple conversation with someone and learn 1,000,001 things that you never knew that can help you. And This is somebody that's probably 5 steps ahead of you. You're on your own path. Remember that. We are all on our own path. So it does not hurt to support the next person that's either behind you or in front of you. It does not matter, because one day you're going to be in one of their shoes. And you're going to look back and say, damn, I wouldn't be here without the support from this person, or I would be here with the support from this person. So my thing is just support your people. Support. That's all we're asking for. It takes zero to support. We ain't talking about no paid advertisement or anything. It takes 0 to support. 0. So that's all I have to say for the segment.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Well,
I love
it. Until the next episode on Hookah and Bake Talks with the Twins, we out.
Yeah.
Powered by Riverside FM. Powered by Riverside FM.